The newly opened hiking trail snaked into the Blackwood Forest, a place sealed off for decades by the government. Whispers circulated among the early visitors, murmurs in the trees, voices calling names, strange symbols etched into the ancient bark. These were dismissed as folklore until the disappearances began. Hikers, venturing from the marked path, vanished. Search parties found them eventually, their eyes gone, bodies strangely untouched, a chilling emptiness replacing their gaze. Sarah, a seasoned hiker with a thirst for the unknown, joined a small group venturing into the Blackwood. Her companions, Mark, Liam, Chloe, and Ben, were a mix of experienced hikers and thrill-seeking novices. Their initial excitement quickly faded as the forest grew oppressive. The air hung still and silent, broken only by the rustling of leaves that seemed to whisper secrets. The sunlight, fractured by the dense canopy, cast long, dancing shadows that twisted and writhed like unseen things. They followed the marked trail, the symbols appearing more frequently, scrawled in what seemed to be a language older than time. Liam, the most skeptical of the group, scoffed at the folklore, yet a growing unease settled upon him as the trees seemed to close in, the trail narrowing. Then, Ben, lured by the sight of a rare blue butterfly, strayed from the path. He called out, a cry lost in the rustling leaves. They searched, their shouts echoing unanswered. A growing dread filled the group as the forest seemed to shift around them, the path twisting and reforming in a maddening maze. Panic set in. They found themselves lost in an endless expanse of trees, each identical to the last. Their whispers intensified, morphing into guttural groans and screams, seemingly all around them. Shadows, long and skeletal, danced at the edges of their vision. They stumbled onward, hope dwindling with every passing moment. As darkness fell, they collapsed, exhausted and terrified. They heard a sound, a low, rhythmic clicking, echoing from the heart of the woods. Then they saw it, a clearing bathed in an unnatural, phosphorescent glow. In its center, a towering, gnarled tree stood, its branches like twisted arms reaching towards the heavens. Its bark pulsed with an eerie light, displaying symbols identical to those they'd seen earlier, only these glowed with an inner fire. Drawn by some unseen force, they approached the tree. As they neared, they saw it. Dozens of eyes, vacant and hollow, stared out from the tree's bark. The eyes of the missing hikers. Their whispering intensified, becoming a cacophony of voices, each one calling their names, pleading, screaming. The ground trembled, the air crackled with energy. Then, the tree shuddered. A single, enormous eye opened in its trunk, a pupilless void of absolute darkness, staring directly at them. A guttural roar ripped through the forest, and Sarah felt a sharp pain, a searing emptiness where her eyes once were. The darkness swallowed them whole. The next morning, search parties found the remaining 4 hikers. Their bodies lay untouched, their eyes missing, blank sockets staring out at the encroaching forest, eternally lost within the Blackwood's silent embrace. Their whispers continued, drifting on the breeze, a chilling reminder of the forest's unrelenting toll.